y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am sharing a flip through of the St. Patrick's Day unit from Gather Round Homeschool, so stick around. We finally have just a small, short, sweet unit from Gather Round, and I am so excited. This is not the first holiday unit because they do have Easter and they do have Christmas. They have 2 Christmas units and an Easter unit. We have done the first Christmas and we've done Easter. I have Christmas Around the World, but we haven't done that one yet. We've been supposed to be doing that for 2 years now, so there is that. This one is St. Patrick's Day, as I said, and this one is only 3 lessons. So I'm super excited because it's so easy. And you can fit 3 lessons in, like, no problem. And that works really great for us because we'll be able to do like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Friday, which will be St. Patrick's Day. I think that's how it worked out. We can do, right? I don't know. But Friday, nonetheless, whether it's St. Patrick's Day or not, we can still do some kind of fun celebration, decoration, craft, cooking, something. So I am going to show you in the teacher's guide, and then I also will give you just kind of a quick look at the lap book cutouts. Here is one thing to know. If you do not know already, this particular unit does not come with a student notebook. So generally with Gather Round, you get your teacher's guide, you get a student notebook, and then anything additional is an additional purchase. So like the MP3 of the reading of the teacher's guide, recipe books for the connecting continents units, the lap book for Vikings, all of those are separate and additional purchases. But in the unit itself, you get a teacher's guide and a student notebook. This one, they got rid of the student notebook, which I love because you get your teacher's guide and then just a lap book. So this is what your kids are working on as you guys are going through the teacher's guide. And you'll see that it gives you prompts for each thing and when to complete the lap book sections. If you don't know what a lap book is, I don't really either, so welcome to the club. But from what I gather and from what I can see here, basically take like 2 file folders. Y'all probably do know this. I'm probably one of the very few that don't know. But you take 2 file folders and you kind of put them together. This is how I think of it. When I see a lap book and I think of a lap book, I think of like the science fair presentation boards. You know what I mean? You know how it folds open and then you have like all the information on the inside. This is kind of like a mini version of that is what you're making. So super excited. I was also very, very happy to see this unit was $10 digital. Okay. So for $10, I am all over it. I love it. Fantastic. Now, the lap book also comes in 2 levels. So we got level 1, which everything on level 1 is cut and paste with the information already included for you, with the exception of an optional cover page, which I don't think I included it. Maybe I did. No, I didn't because I knew my daughter wasn't going to want to color it. But there is a cover page that's either already colored in for you, like this, or they give you one that has no colors in it in case your child wants to color it. And then there's like a little fact book or something that they could color in also. Other than that, all of the information is presented. So it is strictly cut and paste in level 1. Level 2 has them filling out information. I don't know to what extent. However, I did see that it was suggested level 2 for roughly ages like 11, 12, and up. So something to keep in mind. Obviously, you can look on the website and kind of determine yourself, going through the sample pages there, but that's it. You just get a level 1 or a level 2 for the lap book, $10, and you have 3 days of a cool little very mini unit on St. Patrick's Day. So I am going to flip the camera down because I think that is all of kind of the basic information there. And we'll kind of do a quick look through and you guys can see what she looks like. All right, so again, you have your teacher's guide. I did, as always, do the digital, so I printed at home and then laminated my both cover pages, both the front and the back cover page, okay? Here is your setup and preparation. So this is just telling you how to get the lap book ready because you'll need that obviously as your student portion. So it just tells you the things that you'll need for that and then how to arrange your lap book. And then again, more instructions there. There is, I saw somewhere, maybe it's in the resources section here, they have a video actually of how to put the entire lap book together for this unit, I believe. So, you know, if that's easier for you, that is an option. 3 lessons, of course. So you have where it all began, who was St. Patrick, and how St. Patrick's Day spread. Okay, so here is onto your reading. So lesson 1, you're reading here, some facts about Ireland. Here are your instructions for the first item that you're going to put on your lap book. Outside of the cover, you know, you can do that first. And then here's where you'll kind of pause, put that part together, finish reading, okay, do a little more reading, another section in your lap book, reading your lap book again, and then the end, you have a extension activity and then a what does the Bible say section at the end. And then we move on to lesson 2. So before you begin, this is just a little note that you may want to read and kind of think about before moving into the lesson. Here is your lap book instructions before you really get into your reading. Okay, so new reading or more reading about St. Patrick. And then also, I don't know if you guys can see here. Here is, I don't know if it's turning up, you know, if it looks green to you, but here is a, in parentheses and in green font, it says paste timeline number 1. Here says paste timeline number 2. And so as you're reading, they can have those already cut out and prepared and ready to paste as, you know, you're reading through what's actually happening. They are building their timeline. Here's a little talk about it section. Some more reading, your lap book again. You're kind of going through some truths and legends. And then again, at the end, you have your what does the Bible say section. And then finish off that lesson with the lap book, you know, what's left of the lap book for lesson 2. And then lesson 3 is how St. Patrick's Day spread. Okay, so it follows the same kind of thing. You're going to read, do your lap book, do some more reading, finish up your lap book, and then of course, always ending with a what does the Bible say section. The appendix here is very small. You have your Irish stew, or at my house, we just call it beef stew. Quite honestly, once we saw this, we were like, oh, that's awesome. We eat that all the time and didn't realize that it kind of originated in Ireland. So that's it for your teacher's guide. And then again, the lap book is just going to be all of the cutouts. So I'll briefly show you, but there's, you know, there's not too much to see here. Yeah, that's one page. I won't go through them all. I'll just show you some. So that's your cover. And again, they do give you an option to one that is not colored. So if your child wants to color their own, they do give you that. I just didn't keep that one. And then here are your printouts. So it gives you the numbers for them. So I don't really know how they're numbered because we haven't done that yet, but it corresponds obviously with the teacher's guide. And you do have your lessons down here, so you'll know which ones go to which lessons. Okay, but it looks really cool. Of course, with Gather Round, all of the artwork is beautiful. So, you know, expect no less of this. So this is like your little St. Patrick's fact book. Yeah, the life and times of St. Patrick, which is pretty cool. A prayer, looks like a calendar. Some more things, a what did you learn section. So that'll be cool. You could write, you know, 1 or 2 things that you learned there. And that's it for the lap book cutouts and the teacher's guide for St. Patrick's Day. So there you go. That is the inside look of the St. Patrick's Day unit from Gather Round. I am looking forward to this one since it's going to be different. This will be our first lap book also. And I'm kind of excited to do it this way so we can get kind of a small feel for a lap book, see if that's something that we'll enjoy, because we do have Vikings on our list of units to complete this year. And originally we wanted to add the lap book onto that because, again, we thought it looked cool. But we just weren't really sure. So it's nice that we have this and we get to try it here before I, you know, spend the additional on the lap book on the Vikings in the event that we don't end up liking it, which can't imagine that we don't, but you never know. So that is it for today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.